Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Now today I have a collective message. We're going to find out what Spirit wants you to hear. Please remember that these readings do not resonate for everyone. So let's get straight into this and find out what Spirit wants you to know. So I've already pulled some cards here, and whoever I'm picking up on today, I do see that there's somebody around you that it feels like they've changed overnight, okay? There's been a massive shift in this person, and they are being influenced by people, okay? They have people around them that are heavily influencing their behavior. So I am getting that all of a sudden, the person that you may have known has now shifted into somebody you do not recognize, right? And I am getting that you've known this person for a long time, and you definitely know their behaviors, like the way that they act, okay? Or you definitely know what to expect with this person. But I do see that they have literally shifted overnight, okay? So their personality had shifted. And I do see that this person has become very harsh, okay? They have become very cold. This is somebody acting completely out of character. And I do see that, again, they have a few different influences around them. There's one in particular that seems to be controlling this person, or definitely, I don't know if controlling the right word, but it's a heavy influence, right? And I am getting that this is somebody that they tend to emotionally play with this person, right? So for some of you, maybe this person got into a relationship, or for others, maybe they're hanging around some new people. Maybe they're around like a new workplace or new co-workers, right? But I do see that there's been this overnight shift. And I am getting that the person that you once knew, again, it feels like they're unrecognizable. And I am getting that they're being very harsh. Like, I'm getting that they're saying things that are out of character, okay? They're doing things that are out of character. Now, I'm also getting that the people that they are around may be influencing them to do something different, okay? There could be some type of addiction involved, okay? There could be maybe some type of alcohol assumption. It doesn't really matter what it is, but I do see that when I say that this person has shifted overnight, like even their behaviors and the things that they're doing, and for some of you, they're being heavily influenced by, it could be even like drugs or something like that, right? And it could even be just toxic behaviors. Like, I am getting that, again, there's this overnight shift. And I'm getting that this person, for some of you, okay, so this person may kind of shift back and forth, right? So 1 minute, they're like this new, cold, harsh person that, again, is acting very out of character, and then the next minute they may shift back to themselves, okay? It feels like you never really know what to expect, but again, this is somebody getting influenced by somebody else, right? So what's happening here is, sometimes when you're communicating with them, it's like they shift back to their old self because you trigger their old self. And then sometimes, especially when, again, this person's in their energy, there's like this massive shift and they start to become completely different and unrecognizable. And I do think that it's causing you a lot of conflict. For some of you, this could be a parent or a child, okay? Somebody that you've known your whole life. For others, it could be a relationship. It could be anyone. It really could be anyone around you. Like, it could be like a best friend. Okay, so yeah, this is somebody that they seem to be, there's like this new energy in their life, okay? They're around somebody that seems to be very like harsh, cold, somebody that is very, like, they manipulate things, okay? They're like a spirit of manipulation here. They tend to twist things. They are really good at manipulation, and one of their strength, I would say, in the way that they're able to kind of twist energy, right? So again, this person here, they are heavily influencing this person around you, okay? Somebody that was very close to you. And I am getting that for some of you, this person could be holding something against them, right? For some of you, this could be somebody that, again, maybe it's like a new relationship, or it's somebody that they have like a family with, right? Or it's somebody that, it could even be like a parent of theirs, right? But I do see that basically right now their judgment is being twisted, okay? So there are people in their ear basically influencing them to do things that, you know, this kind of reminds me of the reading that I did yesterday when if you guys didn't watch it, basically it was a reading talking about you know, energy coming in and taking you off path, right? And kind of trying to distract you. I am getting that's the type of energy I'm picking up on here, and I'm getting that these energies are trying to get this person to walk away from their blessings, okay? Right now, this is somebody that seems to be very lost, and they seem to be under some type of control and manipulation. I'm getting that the things that they're saying right now and the way that they're acting, they have somebody else in their ear, okay? There's somebody behind the scenes, okay, that is like running the show. And this person here, like, I'm getting that they're acting so out of the ordinary. Like, I'm getting that they are walking away from their family, they're walking away from their friends, they're walking away from things that they love to do. For some of you, maybe they're quitting their job, right? The things that they're doing are very like spontaneous and destructive, and they tend to be really, it's like this is a new person, okay? It's like this person's doing things that you may not understand, especially because I'm getting that you're somebody that's very close to them, and then all of a sudden this person may have, again, walked away from you, or like they don't want anything to do with you, right? And it's because they have somebody in their ear. Somebody that seems to like, this is somebody that they kind of fear, okay? They could be intimidated by this person. I'm also getting that this person has a lot of control over them. And for some of you, like, I'm getting it's like a parent of theirs, or again, it could be like a partner of theirs. Whoever this is, it's like they have some type of control over them though, and it's like they know how to manipulate them. They have experience. They also tend to be somebody that they create chaos, okay? If things do not go their way, they will create chaos. They will literally like make this person's life a living hell, right? This is somebody that's acting from trauma. And again, I'm not sure if this is like a new person in their life or not, because the more that I'm reading into it, also it feels to be an older energy, okay? And it feels to be a feminine energy that is controlling this person, or influencing this person is a better word, even though I do see that they're running the show, right? So the things that this person wanted to do, they no longer want to do them, okay? The goals that they have, they no longer have any desire for the goals, right? The people that, this is somebody that they could be dealing with a narcissist, and I should have picked this up straight away because the biggest energy in this reading is the Queen of Swords reversed, okay? Which is influencing this whole reading. Again, you guys know if you watch me or you have seen a video that I always say that my King and Queen of Swords reversed is my narcissist card. So again, they don't have to be a full-blown narcissist, but they're definitely using some narcissistic tactics to control this person. Yeah, so basically, one of the biggest things that this person is doing right now is severing cord, okay? Especially to people that love them. Like, you will notice that this person's walking away from people that love them, right? They're also fighting with a lot of people, which seems to be very out of character for this person. They usually do not fight with people. They usually do not act the way that they're acting, right? So I can see why whoever I'm picking up on today, you're very concerned about this person. I'm also getting that it's hurting you. Like, the fact that this person, it feels like they have turned on you, like it's really hurting you here. But I also see that this person, they have a lot of bad energy surrounding them right now, if I'm being honest, okay? They have allowed a lot of external, and I just think 11:11 on the timer, external energy into their energy field. Look, even if it's like they're hanging around people that are just bad energy, like very tormenting spirits. Like, I'm getting that the people they're hanging around have a lot of tormenting spirits around them, and them being connected to these people seem to, like, it's really affecting them. But it also, the thing is with this situation, okay, no matter how close you are to somebody, right? On an energetic level, especially whoever I'm picking up on, like, I do feel that you're a very private person. You are somebody that you don't allow a lot of energy, like, into your energy. I really see you being somebody that you have a very good judge of character, okay? And you are somebody that has a very good understanding about, you know, who you're hanging around and the importance of it. You know, sometimes you can have the strongest boundaries, right? You really can. And then somebody around you that you have allowed into your energy, into your space, then had like really weak boundaries. And because they have weak boundaries and they start entertaining people, or like low vibrational people, okay? Or people with, again, the tormenting spirit, right? That can most definitely affect you if you are energetically connected to them, especially if you're connected to them in such a soulful way, right? That can definitely affect you. Okay, this is on an energetic level too. Like, I'm not talking about, like, you know, they could have people in their life, you know, and you don't even know them. But, and I just seen 1313. But trust me when I say, especially if it's somebody that's connected to you very strongly, okay? So like a partner, or like a parent, or like a very close sibling or friend, right? When also these energies as well, like when they cannot get to you and when they cannot torment you, they will go through people, okay? So again, as I was saying, you could have the strongest boundary in the world, but then if you're dealing with somebody that doesn't understand energy and boundaries and, you know, the importance of it, and they have weak boundaries and they allow anyone in and they trust anyone, again, that can affect you, okay? That can affect everybody that they're around. That can literally, like, you know, you're dealing with somebody, right? And then they start dealing with somebody that, again, had these energies around them, these like tormenting spirits or these like bad attachments, right? And I just seen 1414. These energies can literally destroy, okay? So for example, say it's somebody in your family, right? And then they're entertaining, you know, this type of energy. This energy can come in and destroy the family dynamic, right? Same thing with a relationship. Like, you know, you're with this person and then like they're bringing in these energies that could definitely destroy a relationship, right? Same thing with anything, like blessings, everything. I just named 1444. Yeah, exactly. That is why it's important for you to like protect yourself. That's what I'm seeing right now. Like, I'm getting that all of a sudden you may be getting maybe bad luck or having bad dreams or like just feeling negative energy, right? You may feel like there's a lot of eyes on you, right? And even if there's not, there's somebody that you're attached to that, again, they're entertaining all the wrong energy, the energy that you cannot resonate with. Okay, whoever I'm speaking to, like, you do not resonate with these types of energies. And also I'm getting that these energies that they're entertaining, again, it's like you don't recognize them. They're acting out of character. They're heavily influenced. Again, if they're dealing with a narcissist, they may start acting like a narcissist, okay? Now, I'm not saying that they're going to turn into a narcissist, no. But when you're... So this is what I mean. Like, I feel like whoever this person is, they're heavily connected to somebody. Like, not just on a casual level. Like, they're heavily connected to somebody that is actually affecting their energy, right? So again, this could be somebody that they're in a relationship with, or there's some type of sexual connection with, because when this is happening, when there's a relationship or a sexual connection, when you're like intimate like that, you share energy, right? You literally share energies. And this is why you will notice, okay, within the people around you, right? When somebody seeing somebody new, okay, say like your best friend or your friend is seeing somebody new, right? You will notice that their energy will shift, like their personality will shift. Now, not always, not all the time, but, you know, again, especially like sexual energy, that's such a powerful energy. And again, when it's like, you know, people share that energy, like they're kind of in like some type of sexual connection, you will even notice that they will start to look alike. Okay, this is why couples sometimes look alike, right? Or again, they start to like have the same type of personality, because again, and it's 11:11 on my actual clock, but my phone's in the other room. 11:11, I think I've seen that twice, so that's a very strong number here. But yeah, that is like an energy where it's like, okay, you have to be very careful and you have to ground yourself if you don't want to kind of, you know, take on other people's energies, but especially if you're dealing with an empath, right? Which I do see that the person that had changed overnight, they were very sensitive to energy, like they are an empath, right? So all of a sudden they have changed and shifted, and it feels like such a strong shift because, again, they're an empath. And empaths take on energy times a million. Like, the way that empaths absorb energy is crazy. So you will notice that if you do know this partner, okay, because now I'm starting to think it's a partner, right? If you do know this person, the trait that they have, the person that you are dealing with and that had changed overnight, now is embodying, okay? Now, this may even be like people, for example, this person speaking different, okay? Maybe they start to speak like the other person, or they start to use like catch phrases, right? But yeah, I do see that the sudden shift in energy, the sudden personality change definitely has everything to do with the people that they're around right now, especially whoever they're having like a sexual connection with, right? So again, they're acting impulsive. They're acting very impulsive. Now, here's the thing, right? The person that they're around, obviously there's some red flags here. Okay, obviously. I do see that this person, Queen of Swords reversed, guys, I don't have anything good to say about the Queen of Swords reversed. Unfortunately, I don't, okay, because this is a very cold, vindictive person. This is somebody, again, narcissist, or at least narcissistic trait, somebody that manipulates, somebody that lies, somebody that's very harsh, right? Somebody that no matter what you're doing, they're very judgmental, they cause havoc, they cause chaos, they break up like, family dynamics, relationships, okay? This is somebody that could also look like the Jezebel spirits, right? Could also look like somebody that, again, they tend to twist energy, twist words. There's nothing really good to say about the Queen of Swords reversed, in my opinion, right? I'm not a fan, okay, personally. But this person here, they're also very stuck in their ways. They're very stubborn, okay? One thing about the Queen of Swords reversed with the Four of Coins, which in Pentacles, victim mindset as well, okay? Victim mindset. So not only do they cause all of the drama, they then act like the victim, okay? They will literally pick little things to try to act like the victim, to try to act like, everyone's against them or it's like everybody else's fault. Sometimes they're very successful because they're very good at manipulating energy. And like Queen of Swords reversed, compulsive liar. And when you're a compulsive liar, compulsive liars are really good at lying, okay? They're really good at acting, okay? Because they've been doing it their whole life. And they do it consistently. So when you're dealing with a compulsive liar, that could be very... Like, that is somebody that's like they can definitely manipulate, okay? They also can manipulate energy, right? Because, again, it's like they believe their own lies. These people believe their own lies. They will convince themselves of lies and things that are not true just to victimize themselves, right? This is what this person's doing. Also, this is why, even though you see that, look, this is not a good person for whoever this is that you love, that has shifted overnight and they're acting different and they're cutting everyone off and they're just doing all of these things that seem to actually be hurting them. You may feel the urge to want to talk to this person, tell them like, hey, like, this person may not be the best for you. And I just need 22, let me tell you that's not a good idea, okay? And I know it may sound counterintuitive, but it's not a good idea. Why is it not a good idea? Because here's the thing, right now, this person here is literally under their spell. They're under their manipulation, okay? So with this person, this manipulative energy, this Queen of Swords reversed, you start to say anything. You start to warn this person that you love, you start to do any of that, they will turn you into the problem, okay? That would be a way that they could victimize themselves, okay? Because, again, you have to remember that when you're dealing with somebody, right? And say you love somebody, but then they start dealing with somebody, okay? And again, this could be a child or something like that, whatever it is, right? Like your child, I'm talking about. That's obviously over 18, but like this could be like somebody that you love so dearly, okay? But then it's like you can see through the person, right? Especially if it's a relationship, you can see through the person, even if it's friends, okay? And you guys, your parents always know, right? Your parents always know your dodgy friends before you do, right? So like, it's easy for people on the outside that do not have any type of soul tie or like connection or love for the person to see and identify the true them and not be biased about it, right? But you have to remember this person at the moment, the person that you love, literally under their manipulation, under their spell, right? They also have heavy control over this person and literally they know how to get into their head. Now, it's not because they know them, it's just because they're a compulsive liar and maybe a narcissist. And they're able to, again, manipulate people, manipulate energy, and they know how to control this person, especially if they're having a sexual connection. It makes it 10 times easier for this person to control them, okay? And that's just how it is. And this person here, they're very impressionable, Okay, so I am getting that, yeah, they've been through a whole lot. The love bombing fade. I am getting that no one, I'm not going to say no one, but not many people tend to, not many people tend to like the Queen of Swords reversed, okay? And I'm not saying that, this is a terrible person, you know, not saying that. They are probably acting out of trauma, I could go on for days. Like, I really do look at the backstory of things, okay? People usually, when they're like this, they're acting from trauma. They've been treated like this, okay? Or they've had a parent like this. But let me tell you, from this unhealed, really harsh version, like, people don't tend to, like, they see them as somebody that's not very nice. They see them as somebody that, how they are. The Queen of Swords reversed, okay? Again, I do not have anything good to say about the Queen of Swords reversed, but I can see that, again, it's probably them acting from trauma. They have had somebody in their life, right? But the thing is here is they're now traumatizing somebody that, like, you love, right? So, like, people on the outside, they may not really like this person, or they can maybe see this person for who they truly are, but the person that you love that's acting different, they don't. And right now, if you were to even say anything, as I mentioned, the Queen of Swords reversed would victimize themselves and turn you into the bad person, and even try to convince this person to cut you off. Because here's what's happening. This person here that's burning all these bridges and cutting everyone off out of nowhere, and it's very out of character, they're doing it because the other person is telling them to, or causing drama, or like giving them some type of choice, like me or them, right? So you have to remember that this person, they're under heavy control right now. And as much as you want to help them, right now, because here's the thing, like, I feel like, again, counterintuitive, okay? Because you're going to want to say something. But if you do run the risk of this person cutting you off and stepping away from you, and then this Queen of Swords reversed manipulating the story and turning it on you. I just seen 27, right? And trust me, you could be the best person in the world, okay, to this person you love, whoever it is to you. But they're under some type of, like, heavy control. And if you've ever dealt with a narcissist, you know exactly what this is like, okay? This is them being in this, like, almost like a state of fear. Like, they're walking on eggshells. They do not want to piss off the person they're around, okay? Because, again, the person they're around, they take things to the next level. They really do. But they do all of this because it's a part of their plan. Like, it's a part of their plan to encourage this person to walk away from everyone. Because here's the thing. This, especially for the narcissist, we know this, okay? If you know anything about narcissists, they will isolate you, okay? They will isolate you, and they will do whatever they can to try to convince you that the people you love are bad. The people you love are not good for you. And then they will literally, manipulate their way into getting you to cut people off that love you. So then their goal is to make you believe that they're the only one that's there for you. They're the only one that loves them. And again, when somebody is in that state, it makes it very easy for them to control. Okay? For them to control even more. If they don't have anyone around them and they believe that, because they've cut everyone off, that they're alone and they're isolated and the only person they do have is this narcissist, that could become a very dangerous cycle and an abusive cycle. Okay? So again, as much as you want to say something, it's going to be painted as interference. It's going to really, really, because here's the thing about this narcissist over here, anything that threatens their agenda, like, they're not going to take very lightly. okay? And because they're in a position of power over this person right now, this would be an opportunity for them to get this person to cut you off, okay? So again, in this type of situation, the best thing to do is to literally act fake, okay? And much as it's hard, and like, you know, especially when you're an authentic person, and you are, right? You're like a truth teller. You're very opposite to this narcissist. It can be very hard to like bite your tongue and to hold back. But the best thing to do right now is to stay silent, and what you do is you support the person. You tell the person like, hey, I'm here for you. If you ever want to talk, I'm here for you. Like, just remember that I'm here for you. But the thing is, if you start saying things to them and it gets back to the narcissist, okay, the narcissist will do everything in their power to make sure this person cuts you off, okay? So, as I mentioned, the best thing to do at the moment is to just act fake, keep the peace, and ensure, right, that like your person, the one that you love, that, you know, everything's okay. Like, if you ever need anything, like, I'm here. Like, just kind of letting them know like that you support them no matter what. And even if you have to like support the narcissist as well, okay? Like, again, this is where the fakeness comes in. Like, you know, you're like, I'm always here for you. Like, you know, again, just so they cannot victimize themselves and make you look like a bad person, okay? 'Cause if you're being fake and nice and, you know, all of that, then they cannot kind of cut you off and paint you as the bad person. That actually will trigger them a lot more as well, because they're always looking for something. And I just think 31, they're always looking for a reason, okay? They're always looking for a reason to cut somebody else off, cut another tie, okay? A narcissist is always looking for a reason to make this victim of theirs cut somebody that loves them off. Okay, so keep that in mind. This is what's happening to your person, okay? They're being heavily influenced by somebody that is very cold, calculated, okay? Somebody that is very harsh, okay? Right now, as much as you want to say anything, you know, the best thing to do is to not say anything, just because you don't want this narcissist to win, basically, okay? You don't want this narcissist to literally convince this person that, you know, that they're the only ones that are there for them and like nobody cares about them, because they will try that, and they have tried that. This is why they're cutting everyone off. They're trying with the Hermit reversed, 8 of Cups. They're literally trying, 3 of Cups reversed. They're trying to get them to cut off all their friends, family, and literally just be isolated and alone. With the Death card here, like, yeah, this person's causing endings, okay? So again, this is not going to resonate for everyone, but if you see somebody around you that all of a sudden is like cutting ties and doing things that is very out of the ordinary, this may be why, okay? So strong Virgo here, we have Pisces here, we have Leo here, we have Gemini here as well, and that's all. So that's all I have for you guys. If it resonated, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next reading.